Bucks fans, stop what you're doing. Put down the remote, pause whatever's on your screen, and listen, because what I'm about to tell you from our preseason opener will make your heart race. This isn't just another preseason win. This is the kind of performance that makes you believe something special is brewing in Tampa Bay. Three stories came out of this game that will change how you see our quarterback battle, our defensive future, and the depth of this team going into 2025. And I promise, by the end, you're going to feel like this Buccaneers team is built for war. Imagine a quarterback that almost everyone had written off, a player many thought was done in Tampa. And then, in one night, under the lights, he flips the script and turns the entire quarterback competition upside down. That's exactly what happened with Kyle Trask. Just 48 hours ago, most analysts and even some fans were ready to hand the backup job to Teddy Bridgewater without a fight. But in the first half against Tennessee, Trask played the best football of his entire NFL career. Not just decent, career best. In 30 minutes, he went 12 for 16, racking up 129 yards, no touchdowns, but also 0 turnovers. And here's the part that tells you everything. He led the Bucs to points on 3 of his 4 drives. That's efficiency. That's control. That's leadership. He wasn't just throwing checkdowns either. Trask delivered darts down the field, showed command in the huddle, and had complete control over the offense. On 4th and 1, he even drew the Titans' defense offside with a smart, veteran hard count. That's not luck. That's experience, patience, and football IQ all working together. After the game, even Todd Bowles couldn't hide his excitement. He called Trask poised and praised his decision-making. Sure, Bowles said he wants to see more before calling him a true gamer, but make no mistake, this was a statement. The kind of performance that forces coaches to rethink the depth chart. Bucs Nation, what we saw wasn't just a good half of football. It was the payoff of years of patience and development. Kyle Trask reminded everyone, especially the doubters, that he's not going anywhere without a fight. Here's the part that really blows my mind about Kyle Trask's performance. It wasn't just the yards or the completion percentage. It was when he made the plays. The Bucs converted half of their third downs while he was in the game. And these weren't easy, short yard situations. We're talking about 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, and on 2 of those, Trask delivered strikes past the sticks, hitting his receivers in stride like a quarterback who thrives when the pressure is suffocating. That's what backup quarterbacks need, the clutch gene, the ability to keep a drive alive when the odds are against you. And Saturday night, Trask showed he has it. But here's the real key to understanding this breakout moment. For the first time since his rookie year in 2021, Trask is actually in the same offensive system 2 years in a row. People always mention how the Bucs promoted Josh Grizzard to give Baker Mayfield continuity, but Trask has been quietly grinding through 3 different offensive coordinators in 3 seasons. No stability, no comfort zone, until now. And you could hear the relief in Trask's own words after the game. He talked about his growing confidence, about knowing the playbook inside and out, about finally feeling comfortable. That's what patient development looks like when it finally pays off. But make no mistake, this quarterback battle is far from over. Teddy Bridgewater wasn't signed just to watch from the sideline. Trask will need to stack performances like this if he wants to lock down that backup spot. Next week against Pittsburgh, that's going to be another massive test. And while the quarterback drama is heating up, something else happened Saturday night that has me just as excited, maybe even more. A rookie just stepped onto an NFL field for the very first time and played like he's been here for years. Bucs Nation, meet Jacob Parrish. The Titans went after him early, trying to welcome him to the league the hard way. But instead of folding under pressure, Parrish fought back. He played 17 snaps on defense, 10 of them on passing downs. He was targeted 5 times, gave up just 3 catches for 30 yards, and broke up 2 passes. In his very first NFL game, he forced an incompletion rate of 40%. That's insane. That's the kind of stat you expect from a Pro Bowl corner, not a rookie playing his first preseason snaps. It wasn't just numbers, it was the way he did it. He read the quarterback's eyes. He closed space like a missile. On one play, he made a leaping attempt to disrupt a sideline throw that nearly turned into his 3rd pass breakup. The instincts, the speed, the ball skills. Everything the Bucs saw in him on draft day was right there under the stadium lights. Even Todd Bowles, a coach who doesn't throw out praise easily, admitted he was impressed. He said Parrish did a very good job and even hinted at a heck of a season ahead. That's not small talk. That's belief. Of course, Bowles also pointed out where the rookie needs were. Both of the catches Parrish allowed came when he was in the slot, where he got out leveraged. That's a fixable detail, and exactly why preseason reps are gold for young players. Jacob Parrish didn't just debut on Saturday. He announced to the NFL, "I belong here." Even the most promising rookies have growing pains, and Jacob Parrish had a couple moments on Saturday that reminded us he's still learning. Late in the game, lined up against veteran Tyler Lockett, Parrish bit too hard on a run block fake. That tiny mistake opened the door for Lockett to cut inside clean and grab a quick slant. But here's where you see why Parrish is different. Even though Lockett got that free release, Parrish closed the gap in a flash and made a textbook tackle, holding the gain to just 7 yards. That's the kind of open field tackling this defense was missing at times last year. He wasn't perfect though. On another snap, Parrish ended up on the wrong side of the field during a coverage bust. That mistake left Calvin Ridley wide open for a 27-yard gain. Those are the kinds of moments that can burn you in the NFL, but they're also the exact experiences that make young players sharper. And here's the thing. Despite those mistakes, Parrish is still the frontrunner for the starting nickelback job. His athleticism, his ability to read plays, his physical style, it's everything the Bucs wanted when they drafted the former Kansas State Wildcat. Saturday showed both sides, the rookie errors and the flashes of greatness. And right now, the arrow is pointing straight up for Jacob Parrish. But just as we're celebrating emerging stars, there's another storyline that could change the shape of this season, and it's not a good one. Bucs Nation, we have to talk about Rachaad White. Our veteran running back is dealing with a groin injury, and the update from Todd Bowles wasn't exactly comforting. He confirmed the injury, said more tests are coming, and right now there's no timetable for his return. That's not the news you want about a player who's so important to this offense. This isn't just about losing a starter, it's about losing half of one of the most dangerous 1-2 punches in the league. Bucky Irving lit up defenses as a rookie last year, becoming one of the best pure runners in the NFL. White is the perfect complement, dangerous on the outside, deadly as a receiver, and experienced enough to be a safety blanket in this offense. In 2024, those two helped take the Bucs from the worst rushing attack in the NFL in 2023 to a top 5 rushing offense. That's not a small jump. That's a revolution. Losing White, even for a few games, risks undoing some of that momentum heading into 2025. And remember, this is a guy who's been producing since the day he got here. In just 3 seasons, White has piled up 3,316 yards from scrimmage and 21 touchdowns. But a groin injury is no joke, especially for a player who wins with explosiveness. That's why this situation matters so much, and why the Bucs' depth is about to be tested like never before. Here's the good news, Bucs Nation, we've still got time. The regular season doesn't kick off until September 7th, when we face the Atlanta Falcons in a huge NFC South showdown. That means the Buccaneers can afford to be patient with Rachaad White. This team has never been about rushing injured players back just to win a preseason headline. They play the long game, and that's exactly why we've stayed competitive year after year. And while White rests, we've already seen the depth step up. On Saturday, players like Sean Tucker came in and immediately kept the offense moving. No panic, no drop-off, just next man up. That's the culture Todd Bowles and Jason Licht have built. Be ready when your number's called. When you put it all together, this week showed exactly what makes the Bucs dangerous. Kyle Trask delivering a career-defining performance in the middle of a heated quarterback battle. Jacob Parrish, a rookie corner, making plays and learning lessons in real time under NFL lights. Rachaad White's injury being handled with patience, while the rest of the roster shows it can handle the pressure. This is what championship-caliber football looks like, players seizing the moment, rookies making an impact right away, and a roster deep enough to handle anything this season throws at it. Bucs Nation, can you feel it? The competition is fierce, the depth is real, and the foundation for another run is being built right now in the preseason. So here's my question for you. Which storyline has you most fired up for 2025? Is it Trask fighting for the QB job? Parrish announcing himself to the NFL? Or the way our depth is answering the call without White? Drop your thoughts in the comments, rate your confidence in this team from 1 to 10, and hit that like button if you're ready to ride with this crew. Because with this kind of talent, preparation, and competitive fire, we're not just aiming for a good season. We're building something legendary.